Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Oaghaji, aka Oaghaji, back in another video. Before I begin, I just want to let y'all know if you hear any background noises and things like that, that's my family. Just want to let y'all know in advance. That's how I usually do. Yeah, three for three, right? Today, I'm going to talk about why Dead or Alive is actually a pretty deep fighting game, and that there's nothing wrong with it having sex appeal and deep gameplay mechanics at the same time. So, yeah, let's begin. And I'm also going to add on more into why Virtua Fighter should stay the way that it is. On top of that, probably. So, yeah. Anyway, let's begin. Um, the a lot of cats, specifically some cats in the Western fighting game tournament scene. And the reason why I say the Western fighting game tournament scene is because that those are the guys who are the most vocal against Dead or Alive, specifically for its sexualized femme fatale badasses and whatnot. These days, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say the Western fighting game tournament scene. The fighting game tournament scenes in Asia, Africa, Latin America, South America, etc. They don't take issue with that. You know what I'm saying? With Dead or Alive's, sex appeal because they're much more focused on getting good. You know what I'm saying? And they focus on enjoying and embracing the games and fighting games in general for what they are while playing them competitively compared to the Western tournament scene. The Western fighting game tournament scene likes to downplay Dead or Alive for its sex appeal. It's all about booze. It has nothing else going for it. They say that's made for virgins to jack off to and all that type of nonsense. Now, here's the thing. Dead or Alive actually has deep gameplay mechanics ever since the first game, Dead or Alive 1, back in 1996. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that cats want to downplay it because of its sex appeals just shows how shallow y'all are. But then again, this is the same Western fighting game tournament scene that will downplay any fighting game that ain't Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Western fighting game tournament scene, downplayed Arcana Hard, you know what I'm saying, and Melty Blood, you know what I'm saying, and which is ridiculous. Hey, they even downplayed Smash Brothers from time to time, you know what I'm saying, and it's ridiculous. Here's the thing: a game like Dead or Alive can have the sexualized femme fatale badasses and deep gameplay mechanics at the same time. The two aren't mutually exclusive in a fighting game. You get me? And the fact that cats want to say otherwise is ridiculous. And when I say cats, I'm talking about the Western fighting game tournament scene. Now, the fighting game tournament scenes in Asia, Africa, Latin America, South America, etc., they don't have an issue with Dead or Alive. You know what I'm saying? Because they're more focused on getting good at those games and other fighting games in general and playing them competitively and having fun. Compared to the Western fighting game tournament scene. You know what I'm saying? Because the Western fighting game tournament scene is more worried about validation, and you know what I'm saying. They don't want to get, they don't want to be called or corny for putting on Dead or Alive at, let's say, Evo. You know what I'm saying? And so, whereas the fighting game tournament scene of those other continents and countries and regions, they're not worried about that validation nonsense. They're just more worried about getting good at the game and getting better at those games and honing their skills and playing them competitively and enjoying and embracing the games for what they are while playing them competitively. You know what I'm saying? So again, Dead or Alive can have the sexualized femme fatale badasses and the deep gameplay mechanics, just like how Virtual Fighter should stay the way that it is with its grounded martial arts combat with its gameplay mechanics. You know what I'm saying? So, say so, Dead Alive should stay that way too, having the sexualized femme fatale badasses and the deep gameplay mechanics. In fact, Virtual Fighter, Tekken, and Dead Alive, they all have deep gameplay mechanics and can be played competitively while being enjoyed and embraced for what they are. Virtual Fire being enjoyed and embraced for what it is, for its grounded martial arts combat. Tekken can be enjoyed and embraced for its crazy, over the top martial arts fantasy action with its gameplay mechanics. And Dead or Alive can be enjoyed and embraced for what it is, for its sexualized femme fatale badasses and deep gameplay mechanics. So, yeah, this is something that the Western fighting game tournament scene needs to accept. The fighting game tournament scenes in those other regions like Asia, Africa, Latin America, South America, they know that and they embrace that. You know what I'm saying, along with other fighting games. So the Western fighting game tournament scene needs to take notes from the tournament scenes and those regions. You feel me? Especially when it comes to Dead or Alive. You get me? So yeah, overall, like I said, Dead or Alive can have the sexualized femme fatale badasses and deep gameplay mechanics, and Virtual Fighter should can be embraced for what it is, for its realistic martial arts combat. You know what I'm saying? The main selling point for Dead or Alive is the sexualized femme fatale badasses and deep gameplay mechanics. Virtual Fighter, the game that came at before it and inspired its selling point is the grounded martial arts combat, realistic martial arts combat, its gameplay mechanics. And Tekken, the game that came after Virtual Fighter and before Dead or Alive, its main selling point is the crazy, over the top martial arts fantasy action and with its deep gameplay mechanics. You know what I'm saying? And those three games should be these three fighting game series should be respected for that, for those selling point, for each of their selling points, along with their deep gameplay mechanics. You get me? And so yeah, that's all I gotta say for this particular video. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all stay tuned for more videos on the way. If you like, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Oaghaji 27. And if you like this video, you can like it, share it, all that good stuff. So yeah. So yeah, with all that being said, excuse me, this is your boy, Oaghaji, aka Oaghaji, signing out. Peace.